Hey guys, this is Top, and today we're going to make a video pertaining to the Sony ICF-C414 and how to set it up and all its functions. It's right there, ICF-C414. First off, we're going to talk about the radio. Turn on and the functions on the side. We have free functions on the side, and to use those functions is you're going to hit the radio on. It's on top. I will turn that off, but like this, and then right here is how you adjust your volume on the radio. This only pertains to the radio. You can't adjust the volume of the alarm or make it. And this is how you change your band from AM to FM to use the radio, and then this is how you tune those bands. I can't show much because of copyright, but I will. This is how you just tune it, and you get the idea, guys. So I'm gonna turn that off. But how you actually turn off the radio is this, using this alarm reset button. Next thing is we're gonna talk about is how do we set the time. But there's also a couple other functions on top. First off, we have dual alarms, which is interesting. What's interesting is alarm A has a radio function, and alarm B has a melody function. Alarm A cannot use the melody function, and alarm B cannot use the radio function, which is kind of random. Also, there's the just regular standard chime button, or whatever you want to call it, alarm noise. Now, there's other thing is you can adjust the brightness right here, just clicking it regularly. And then, let's see, this is DST, which was probably, and to turn on DST, just click it, and it will show that it's on right there. And it says every time I hit it, it says auto on. And then if you hold it again, it says auto off. Now it says it's on. You have to hold this button on top for that. Now for the time zone, you choose from 7 different time zones. So I don't know what my time zone is. I mean, I'm Eastern. I don't know what number that would be, but it also has this, this is for like if it wants to automatically update to daylight savings. If not, you can just manually update it yourself. It's pretty easy each time daylight savings happens. So you don't have to, if you don't know how to use that function, the daylight savings function. And this is the battery backup for the daylight savings function. Actually, it's not for the daylight saving. I'm joking. It's because if the power goes out, it will save your time and all that details right there. So that's what that purpose is. And then if it dies, I assume this light would go on right here saying you need to replace that battery. And I think it's a coin battery, and you take a Phillips screwdriver. Whoops. And we're almost done with its functions, actually. It's very easy to set the alarm for both of them. You go from the off position to, let's say we want the radio for this one, and we want the melody for that one. And it'll show that both of them have just been turned on. And then, to set your alarm, it's very easy. You literally just do this. And you click for your alarm, and you just shuffle through it, and then it says right now it's 6:11 p.m. it's going to go off. So let's say we want it to go off at 6:08 p.m. Let's just give you an example. We're gonna test both the alarms just to show you how it works. 6:08. We want the add alarm to go off. Alright. And in this alarm, I want it to go off at let's say 6:10 p.m. It's the same thing. You just do it, and you have to look at this icon right there. Make sure it's in p.m. The next thing you can do is you can function for your date. That's right, this clock has a date function, June, and I'm actually not sure what that is actually right there. But this says June the 1st, and then I'm not sure what that is. 06. But I'll show you when we do the functions that we can change that. So to change your clock time, you're going to hold this down. And then you'll have your first thing right here. Oh, I think this is the year actually. So this is showing your year, I think. I'm sorry because I actually haven't used this in a while. I'm just trying to remember off my memory. Let's say it's 2024. And then it's June the 1st. So you would just shuffle through using these two buttons right here, plus minus. Now it's July 6th. Then you're going to use this button again. And then this will change your date, the month date. And then this is your time. And I want the time to go to about 6:07. Because so we can test out this the alarms for y'all. And then you push this, and you finalize it. And also you got to make sure it pertains to PM or AM, and it will change there at the icon. So one alarm should go off at 6:08, and one should go off at 6:09 or 10. I forgot what I already put. So we're just going to wait. We're going to wait a whole minute right here. And this is your snooze bar as well. And it shows your date. And I'm going to check what this function does at the end of the, once it goes off. I think it might, if I hold it down, I'll reset both alarms. So we're just going to wait. And it's pretty chunky alarm clock. It's really big and chunky. It's almost like a little screen. Oh, I see my mistake. I accidentally put it as AM. So let me do 6:09 PM to demonstrate that. That is completely my mistake. I don't know why I'm getting these like that. But yeah, you have to make sure it pertains to AM. Well, actually, yeah, let's do it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh shit, you see this? So just shuffling through the alarm, like, it knows that. That's cool. Actually, that's alarm B going, wait. And then this is your snooze bar, and it looks like you can adjust how long it snoozes for. And then this alarm goes off at 6:10. So this one was set to go off at 6:09, and then the next one's going off at 6:10. So we just have to wait another minute, because it shows that alarm B has been snoozed. And then you either have to turn off the alarm, I'm assuming, when you're done snoozing it, or... But we'll just remember it. But you have to turn it off. You're going to have to physically turn it off from here when you hit your snooze bar and come off. If you don't want it to ring the next day, that is. If you want it to ring the next day, you can just leave it as it is. And here you go. The other alarm was set correctly. It's 6:10 on the clock, and it was set to go off at 6:10. So it's going off right now. So that's the radio function, and that's snoozing it, and this is turning it off. And it's still going off. I don't know why. But this is the alarm itself. So that's the alarm's noise. So if you want it louder, you're gonna go with the radio and turn that shit up. because you're gonna want the radio. If this chime right here, I think is it stopped? Oh no, it didn't stop yet because it's not 6:11, so it's gonna keep chirping for a whole minute until it changes. If this is not loud enough for you, and it just won't, and it'll keep ringing until you turn it off. And let's see if it also gets more intense actually. And I'm gonna show you getting more intense. See how it sounds like a drill now? Not like a fucking drill, but... And then... off. Turn it off. And like I said... To manage it, you have to put it back on. And it's set back to 610. So like I said, it's very simple. I'm going to repeat myself one more time just to summarize it. To go for the clock... Oh, you can post a date. This is June the 1st and 2024, I'm assuming. Right there, we have your year. Again, you switch with this. Then you keep moving along with the clock. You keep clicking the clock button. June, clock again. 1st, clock again. This is the current time right now. It is 6:12 is what I set it to. But for practice of the alarms, we're going to put it back at 6:08. And then you can switch your time zone with this, but it's kind of unimportant. And your DST, whatever the hell that is. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what that is. And then this is the brightness. And you can choose from 2 positions for your alarm. This one gets this gets more intense as the time comes. The radio is the loudest though if you're a heavy sleeper. And then this has a melody option. You have 2 alarms, and then you have, if you want to turn them off for the next day so you don't get woken up by it, you have to turn it off like that and that, both alarms. And that's it. And to do it, like I said, you put it in what you want, and then it'll show that alarm B is on because we turned it. And then this is how you change the alarm B. And that's it turning on because it's 6:08 and at the time 6:08. And then I'm just turn that off. And then this one, it's set at 6:10 p.m. And then like I said, you have to make sure when you're using these arrows, they pertain. Make sure it's PM when you want to wake up, and or make sure it's AM and not PM. And now it's 6:09. It's going off because it's 6:09. And then if you want to turn it off, or either you got the option to snooze it off. You snooze it off for 10 minutes. You want to sleep some more, it'll come back on. Till you hit that snooze bar. You don't want an alarm? Off. That's how easy it is to set this thing up, and hopefully I helped y'all. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Please give me a rating. And if you have any other things you need help with, just let me know, and I can try and help my best. Thank you. This is Topfin, and I have to go.